Stop playing with me. I am not a king.
Fani Willis might have flown too close to his son. So, there are text messages proving that her office's investigators were hitting on witnesses. I guess monkey see, monkey do. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Fani Willis has an investigator in the DA's office that decided that there was a bright idea to be had by hitting on a witness. Okay. So there's this investigator. His name is Hamilton Floyd. He was, I guess, earmarked. It was his job to prepare a witness. The witness name is A. Bennett. They're not saying her first name. They gotta try to protect these people, because at the end of it, watch when you hear what I got to say about this. Actually, we spoke about A. Bennett previously. There's already a Fani Willis video out on this channel speaking about A. Willis. Pardon me, A. Bennett. A. Bennett. Go check it out, and the problems that she had to go through, because apparently they got her fired and everything else. They would just not let up on trying to get her to testify. Before I even get into what the harassment was, they want her to testify about an alleged robbery that had happened, that Young Thug had been a part of. It was 3 people allegedly, happened in 2013. The DA is accusing Young Thug of being the kingpin of all of YSL, just so we can be clear, and says that this young lady, A. Bennett, had been robbed in 2013. It was a home burglary. And A. Bennett, this whole time, just so we can be clear, she doesn't really want to have any parts of this. And she's been saying things along the line of she can't remember, yada, yada, this and this and that. She's not sure. And just so we can be clear, if you're on you're testifying and they ask you a thing, and you specifically are saying that it didn't happen or whatever the case is, they're not really able to keep asking you unless there is evidence to counter what you're saying. So unless the DA's office, whoever actually has evidence proving what you're saying to be incorrect, they can't counter it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't force a person to remember something, just so we can be clear. And what and we're gonna double back around to this. But she's also saying that there were multiple people in the DA's office that had made her feel uncomfortable with the way that they were trying to get her to testify and such, including Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love, but not exclusively her and Hamilton Floyd. What's up with this name though, Hamilton Floyd? Like, so they just gave him 2 last names? I don't really trust that. Not that I don't trust Hamilton. I don't trust his parents. Pick a lane in any regard. So they pull up and they have text messages proving that the private investigator had not been professional and has stepped outside of the bounds of what he is supposed to be doing. Just so we could be clear. Bennett also says that she feels like she was sexually harassed by the individual. She says that at one point, he wanted to meet her at a restaurant and she didn't feel comfortable. So she had to bring her 2-year-old son with her, which is wild because I was reading a different article and I guess they must have been a typo because it said 20, but it's a 2-year-old son. One of them is wrong. One of them is right. And she said that she brought her 2-year-old son with her because she felt uncomfortable in any regard. So the text messages show, because they have text messages, in the court, they were revealed that the investigator himself conducted himself inappropriately. So now she's on the stand. They're asking her about the text messages. So they're asking her, and the question is, A. Bennett was asked about the messages that she had received from the investigator. Just so we can be clear, I want to be clear about what I'm saying. And she basically says that she gave no indication that this was something that she wanted. One of the text messages read, "Hit me up if you're bored later. We're not gonna talk shop." So there's no reason for this man to be calling her up if they're not talking about the case, just so we can be clear. And she says he often referred to her as a mama. I mean, I guess that's if I was flirting, I'd probably say baby girl, but I might just say that in general when speaking to, I guess that's just the term. That's an Atlanta thing. You know what? Sometimes I say baby girl and I'm not flirting. So I don't know how to take that. But in any regard, if you're saying hit me up if you're bored later, we're not going to talk shop, that sounds like that's way outside the boundaries of what he's supposed to be doing, just so we could be clear. Then Adam, that's the person who is the lawyer that's asking the questions right now. He asks, this is a quote, "And this happened February 7th of 2024. This year, when the investigator for the DA's office is supposed to be talking to you about a case, but in fact, he's calling you and talking to you about a date. Is this true?" Adams had then asked the witness, A. Bennett. A. Bennett replied, "Yes." Hamilton messaged A. Bennett also in a good morning message. He messaged, "Good morning, mama. Hope you slept well again. Don't come in at 1:30. I have a feeling the defense will keep the same witness from yesterday all day again today. I'll give you an update at 3 p.m. You will most likely go on tomorrow morning. I'll talk to you soon." So he's consistently calling her mama instead of by her giving name, which he should be doing. That was in the text. Then Adams asked A. Bennett, "Did the fact that the employee of the DA's office was trying to date you come into your mind as you was thinking about whether you would testify or not?" She replied, "Yes." Now I want to be clear about something. Earlier, this was the lady they brought into court in handcuffs. They were forcing her to testify. She's saying that she doesn't even remember the situation that they want to talk about. Now, besides that, they're trying to get her into a date.
need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a king. Put Tetris or something. Word is born.
Call me guns, I'm not gonna never tell it on my brother. Word is born, I'ma keep, and I put that on my mother. Fresh from the streets, and I rep it like no other. Say more to the heat, y'all can go and kiss each other. Niggas think that they crazy, what's a knife to a gun? If I can't get the pops, I'ma go get his son. Oh, I heard he got a daughter, tell that little bitch run.